So this is my story about how being rejected by God. I don't really know what to call it, but how being rejected by God grew me closer to Him. So one night I was laying in the bed. I was married at the time with my husband, and I heard on my right side, I heard, "You don't believe in the power of prayer." So I'm laying there and I paused. I said, "You still there?" I didn't hear anything back. So I said, "What about my husband's infidelity?" I felt a strong force in the left side of my ear, and I was like holding it so I couldn't hear it. But the force was so strong, I released it, and I heard, "I've been told you to leave. If you don't leave, I'm going to take him away from you." And then the next day, I heard, "You got 30 days." So with I started talking to different people who were heavy in ministry, because at the time I wasn't. And I was hearing, "Oh, God blesses marriages and that's the enemy and da da da." After the 30 days I started to feel weird. Like, and I would like, as I would go to bed, it felt like something evil or something was watching me, like in different corners. And then one night it was like I started like flipping out in my head, and I didn't know what was going on. So I this lady is a real prophet, so I don't want nobody to think that she's not. I scheduled a thing with her, and I asked her, like, I wanted to know, like, was that God? And he said the reason why he yelled at me was because um he's been telling me to leave. So that was his way of, no, he said that was his way of disciplining me because I was being disobedient, because he been told me to leave. So after that, also he told me that he'd been told me to leave. And that was my discipline. That's why he was yelling. But during that time, now the lady don't know that I've been thinking it. So she says, God said that he would love for you to come up here, but you too bitter. And I knew why he told me that, because I had real strong feelings of suicide. Like, I just didn't want to be here anymore. And I really, really, really was contemplating taking my life. So I'm happy. I'm not happy that I was told that, but I'm happy that he warned me from even taking my life, because I wasn't even right to even leave. And on top of that, suicide is a sin. So I'm already in sin, and I was going to do something that was more, that goes against his will even more. So anyway, and she told me that I blamed him for, I've been through a lot in my life, and I blamed him for all of it. And it was true, because I've experienced a lot. But later in the videos, I'm going to tell you the different things that I went through and the stuff that I was blaming him for, like the traumas, because I didn't understand why they were happening to me. And that I was so bitter that my children didn't even like me. Like, they didn't want to be around me no more. And it was true, because they would always ask, could they go stay at somebody else's house? I was always yelling at them. I wasn't happy. The situation I was in wasn't happy. So they would always ask, could they go with somebody? And I really didn't want to be bothered with them either. And I couldn't understand what I was going through, and I was taking a lot of it out on my mother as well. And that's it for that part.